Now, obviously, this build works for me, and I play a lot of clubs. We're currently 86-0 with 0. We don't talk about the draws. We don't talk about the draws. But obviously, like anything, this build is subjective. I love it. A lot of other guys, including Shells, who won't thank me for outing him like this, but is probably the best or one of the best Pro Clubs players ever, uses the same build. So let's explore it. Please drop a quick thumbs up. It helps me out a lot on the video. And subscribe for everything Pro Clubs related, from builds to tips. This particular video on screen is linked in the description and in the top right. Has helped thousands of you improve and get to Division 1 on Pro Clubs. But let's get into my build. Quick word to OneFootball. Thank you for sponsoring today's video. Their link at the top of the description. Download OneFootball for free, Android or iOS, to find out all the latest news on the suspended football seasons. Get it now, guys. Right, so here he is, David Beckham. What a man. Let's get into the height and the weight, okay? You can play whatever you guys want to play, but I recommend this build. I've liked this build for a while. I've used it since pretty much the start, and there's a few things to look out for. Now, you can go all the way down to 5'3" on clubs and £99. I mean, look at the sprint speed, and it's... But I like to sit at around 5'6". Just get that little bit extra height. Guys who watch my streams, you'll see that, like, my guy still seems to win quite a lot of headers against CPU centre-backs in this build. I don't really know how, but there's something to look out for here. It is a glitch. Of course, it's EA game. Keep an eye on my height, right? 5'6", but I can slightly move this up, and you see a change to my stats on the right. If I go back down, you have to be really quick to see this. You can go up to there, and I've literally not changed my height, but my stats have gone down. So be careful with that. I like to sit on the smaller side of 5'6", so I get that 95 acceleration, 94 agility. You can play around with the weight and go down to £99. Our cam plays at £99. I play at like 123, 121. All it's really going to give you is a tiny bit extra strength, but stats like that in FIFA sometimes don't even really make sense. So let's get into looking at his traits. Now, I've got a few builds here. Obviously, you can see striker, weak foot, and it's named that because he has a good weak foot. Those of you who guessed that, well done. Give yourself a little pat on the back. Let's start off in the physical. Now, obviously, I would like to have everything, but EA Sports have decided to give you 110 skill points for playing pro clubs and put in about 96,000 traits. So you can't have much, and it is a bit frustrating. So I always go with second wind. I think it's really important. The stamina is key in high-level clubs games. If you're playing in Division 1 or if you're playing in 11-man, your stamina might take a beating from chasing down defenders, trying to run in behind, and in the 75th minute of every single game with second wind trait equipped, you will get a massive 25% boost stamina to your pro, and it sometimes saves our absolute ass when we're struggling and we need a goal, because I've suddenly got this huge boost of stamina and I can get in behind the CPU defenders who are getting a little bit tired. Defending, obviously don't have anything in there, and dribbling, you just want to fill this up. The touches in this game can be a little bit suspect, so this is obviously to your discretion. This one particularly, flair. I do like flair. It does cost 4 though. If you've seen our streams, you know I do the fancy flicks, the little skill crosses and Rabonas and all these things, and that's with the flair trait equipped holding L2 and square. You can obviously go ahead and just up your ball control to like 98,000 if you just put them 3 on and take off the flair trait. But I'm kind of keen on enjoying the game, and flair for me brings a little bit of enjoyment. Passing wise, unfortunately, this is where this build takes the biggest hit. Now, I would like to have all of these curves selected so that the finesse shot could be even more overpowered than it can be, but to be honest, you want to be shooting front post with a lot of power the majority of times you get in, and we'll be going over that in the clips coming in about 1 minute. The biggest miss here is the swerve pass trait and the passing speciality, because obviously they do bring everything up, but you can't have everything, like I said at the start. Now, this is my setup for finishing. A lot of you would probably think, why does he not have all of these selected? He's, you know, why does he not have finesse shot? Never use finesse shot trait. Please, everybody take that off right now. Doesn't do anything, I'm convinced of it. Now, I do have a 4-star weak foot. Ideally, I'd like a 5-star, but look at all of these skill points you have to put in to waste. Long shot speciality, volleys and penalties, long shots and shot power. All of these, in my opinion, are pretty unnecessary, especially the long shots. You don't want to be shooting from far out. We'll be going over that very shortly. So I rep a 4-star weak foot because I would like him to be able to finish with both feet. This one is up for debate. I mean, finishing, I take that off and I've got nearly 92 finishing. Still leveling that one up as well, which is kind of nice to see. I have it on just to be safe, but I couldn't sit here and tell you guys that there's a massive difference between 91, 92 and 94, 95. Like, finishing wise, who really knows? I keep it on just to be safe. And again, pace, this might surprise a lot of you because a lot of people rely on pace in FIFA. Now, I do as well, but I want to show you guys why I don't have these two selected, right? They cost 7 skill points. So for argument's sake, I'd have to take that off. lose all of that weak foot, lose the heading stats, and then put 3 into here and 4 into there just to gain 3 sprint speed. Now, when you already have 95 acceleration, I don't think going from 90 to 93 sprint speed makes too much of a difference. Something I've recently discovered for a lot of you guys who are high-level players who play in Division 1 is that the centre-backs in Division 1 CPUs have 94 to 95 acceleration. Genuinely. We found that out when we looked at half-time at their stats the other day. So you're kind of matching them for acceleration, and sprint speed, it's kind of irrelevant because it's all about the first 10 metres really on clubs. So that's my setup for striker with a nice weak foot. Let's get into looking at some clips, and I'm going to try and help you guys improve on pro clubs. Trying to get you guys up a few divisions. There's some really simple things you guys can do to improve. Let's look mainly at striker finishing and positioning as we get into these clips. Okay, so if you've got this far, please do hit that like button. I'm going to fire through some clips of us playing in Division 1 pro clubs, and a few of these early clips from the blue kit are just kind of in low man, and we really want to be focused on shooting at the front post in striker. Guys, it is so overpowered, this FIFA, I can't even tell you. You can see Billy there, our striker, scoring a couple of goals in a row, just smashing it at that front post live on stream. It really, really is the way to just guarantee you can basically score against any goalkeeper, CPU, or a real person controlling the goalkeeper. It's really, really easy to do. I always make sure I hit it front post. Even here, come across the box, hit it front post as early as possible. It just seems to be such a better way to finish than to try and finesse or to go across goal with power, especially this FIFA. That does not work. There again, you can see nice movement, smashing it Rodinho into the top corner at the front post. And obviously, guys, when you're playing into Division 1, you want to sweat everything. Now, if you don't know what sweating is, I don't know why you're watching this video. You want to basically pass the ball across the face of the goalkeeper and ensure that you get a tap in pretty much every time you can in front of goal. It just eliminates the risk of missing. And to do this, you are going to need good teammates, which isn't always possible. So if you've got crap ones, maybe look at improving. You do want to always make sure that you've got a good teammate around you, but it is obviously not always that easy. There is an absolute worldie of a finesse in Division 1 without even having that finesse shot trait selected. So again, guys, please do not waste 4 skill points on it. I really don't think it's necessary. Have your say in the comment section. Tell me if I'm wrong, but I've just never seen a use for it. Here again, you can see, stay close, make intelligent runs, and the game becomes nice and easy for you. These clips are kind of quick fire, but you can slow them down, you can re-watch them. All the time, we're making sure as a 3-man attack in Division 1 that we are within passing range of one another. So I pick the ball up here, just hold on to it, wait for Purple to make his run, go into the CPU, and he fires it across the goal. I am going to make a video coming to the channel tomorrow on how to get to Division 1 on pro clubs and how to stay there. I think a lot of you guys want to see that. A lot of you are stuck in Division 4 or 5, and I guarantee with a few tips that I can give you, it will change the way you play clubs and make you guys so much better as a team and an individual. So keep an eye out for that coming to your sub box tomorrow. These clips, I'm just going to let them roll out. You can kind of get the gist of how we play, and it really is impossible for one any to defend against 3 strikers doing this. If you do it well, you're all moving nice, you're all moving around, you're not letting anybody get close. And I know that a lot of you guys are going to be sitting there going, you want more builds, you want more tips, don't worry. I'm going to be releasing how to get to Division 1 tomorrow, and then the day after that I will be releasing an updated cam build. Now, this build that I've brought you today is pretty much identical to the build that I was using in November. I've tried changing, I've tried going up and down in weights. All I can really recommend is going down. If you're 123 pounds, you're seeing that you guys still losing the ball with his strength, maybe just go down to 99 pounds. It really doesn't make a difference. Put yourself at 5'4", 99 pounds. If that's all you want to do is get in behind the CPUs, especially in like Division 6 and 7, you're going to absolutely burn them for pace. I've found in Division 1, because the CPU centre-backs do have 94 acceleration, 95 acceleration sometimes, sprint speed, it's not always all that important. You want to have better ball control. You want to be able to hold up the ball with a little bit of strength. Sometimes that can be important. Thank you guys so much for watching and supporting the channel. We are over 100k subs now here at the home of pro clubs. Subscribe if you haven't already. And if you've never caught one of our live streams, then you are missing out. We will be live tonight around 6 or 7 p.m. probably. 86 wins, 0 losses. Can we get 100-0? All of it's been on stream as well. And I will say with the 4 draws, only one of them's real because the other 3 were messing around, including the 1 button Pro Clubs challenge, but I'm guessing nobody really cares about that. Leave a like on this video if you've enjoyed, if you're going to use this build. If you don't use this build and you use your own, let me know what it is in the comments section. I'll have a look. If I'm completely wrong and you don't like this build, tell me, but for me, it works. Guys, I'll see you later. See you next time. I'm out.